Oh, hi. It worked. That was great.
It was really good.
That's our bit for today.
There you go.
A bit of our heart goes out to you, dear viewer. Now, don't kick the mic. That was the thing we learned last time.
Yeah.
In the audio of the last video, there was a lot of, like,
a little
kick
bumps.
sounds, and I was editing it, and I was like, this isn't good.
No, it was nice.
So.
I just like a little ambient.
Do I have lipstick on my teeth?
Only a little bit.
You wore a dark lip. What am I supposed to do?
Mm.
I'm trying to be
Smooch
autumnal.
it off. Autumnal.
Autumnal.
Yeah. What a good word.
Thank you. I actually invented it.
So. You did good.
Yeah, wow. It's been
1 week.
1 week since you looked at me, and
I'm really glad. I'm glad that you took that and you ran with it, and you have lipstick on your teeth again.
oh my god. So it's been quite a week for us. Literally the day I edited and posted our last Days of Our Wives video.
So last Thursday.
Well, because it went up on Friday.
Right. So.
But I had it ready to go Thursday. Thank God.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't have gone up otherwise if I hadn't done it in advance. Basically,
a lot of things happened.
Life comes at you fast, you know?
It's also why this video is a little late. We try and post
I like to not acknowledge that things are late.
It's not late.
Don't tell them. They don't know.
It's like a Gandalf. It arrives...
Only by like a day. You're fine.
It arrives precisely when it wants to.
Exactly.
Just like Gandalf did.
Neither late nor early. Basically, around that time last week, my dad, who has been struggling with some health problems for a couple months, but they were manageable, took a severe left turn, I guess you could say, and had to be admitted to the ICU. And we had already kind of made plans to go visit anyway, but it became an emergency situation. And so we spent a lot of last weekend in the hospital.
We spent the whole weekend.
We spent the whole weekend,
yeah.
Other than like sleeping.
Other than eating.
And eating.
We actually ate in the hospital.
Yeah, we also did eat in the hospital.
Yeah.
But we were mostly in the hospital with my dad and my mom. And even in, like, after the weekend, I, like, just was like, I realized I had been kind of quiet online. And I was like, maybe I should just tweet or something. So I posted just a picture because pretty much the entire time I was there, I was by my dad's side and holding his hand the whole time.
It's something that was the priority. And, like,
yeah,
there were no other priorities. Being there and helping out.
But it's funny because I posted a picture, just that, of me holding his hand. And immediately after I tweeted it, I had that feeling of extreme vulnerability where I was like, I want to delete that. I shouldn't have, like, that was too personal. I want to delete this immediately. Like, I feel not good for having shared that, even though I don't think there's anything wrong with having shared it or...
But it's not easy. I mean, I understand that. I'm someone who even...
I felt so, like, exposed in that way, even though it's like, why would I... Well, like, I kind of know why. So, like, my parents watch all my content online. Like, my videos, they watch them. They check my Twitter. They check probably Instagram, I think,
They've got
too.
the notifications going real big.
Yeah. So, like, there's definitely that element as well.
I hope they don't check my Twitter.
I mean, now you're inviting it.
God bless them.
It's been kind of mentioned to me that, like, it's a problem if I have anything, if I want to talk about an experience I had either as an adult or as a child that was less than positive, it's a problem. And it's not a problem necessarily that it happened to me, but that I mentioned it.
It makes you less willing and less comfortable talking about elements of your life because you know that they're going to be scrutinized.
Yeah, exactly.
By individuals, but I think...
But the problem is I've kind of internalized that in that I'm like, well, then I'm just not going to mention them at all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, okay, well, then that's a part of my life that has to be closed, and I can't talk about that part of my life. And then even in talking about that my dad was really ill, I felt like I shouldn't even be talking about that, even though it was part of my life experience, and it's it was really, really hard and really upsetting for them. And
I do want to mention, just for the viewers,
Yeah.
that your dad is in stable condition.
he's in stable condition now.
And that
yeah.
he's actually, as
Yeah.
of recording, he's back at home.
Yeah.
He's going to be okay.
Just
He has
as of today.
He has a really good team of
Yeah.
doctors who's working with him. I just want to,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
diminishing
no,
anything. I just want
no.
to let folks know that.
I appreciate that.
That
Because I get caught up in the emotional
and
aspect of it.
I want to keep talking about that, but I also want to let folks at
Yeah.
or folks at home.
Folks at home know.
English. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just been difficult. And anyone who's kind of had anything, pretty much everyone who's had something serious in their life, which is everyone, go on, you find yourself that adjustment period of trying to get back to regular life and trying to work is weird. I found myself throughout this whole week feeling so overwhelmed by things that wouldn't normally overwhelm me as much. Like, I'd be trying to work on a task and I'd be like, there's so many other things I need to do, and I'd have them like all attacking my brain at once, and I'd struggle to even get one thing done. But
that's what happens. And you and I have talked about this a lot, and we've been through a lot of things that we, haven't talked about in video and on social media. There's a lot of things that happen in life that are really deeply challenging and deeply difficult, and they leave ripples, and they impact work, and they impact, how we deal with stuff. And I think even just kind of talking about the reality of that life happens and that life's difficult.
Gross.
It's good, though. I think that's important, and I think I'm really proud of you, because I think that's probably healing to do that.
It is and it isn't. It is technically healing, but while it happens, it feels terrible.
But that's what healing is. That's what therapy is.
Yeah.
Honestly, while
I'm talking about it, I'm like, don't want to do this.
But I
hate this a lot.
Therapy
feels too vulnerable.
And I've kind of just in my own work with therapy, because I've been doing my own therapy work, because I have baggage. We all do. I've got some funky baggage. Maybe I'll talk about it one day. Who knows? Probably. I don't know.
Who knows? It's
a lot. But therapy and the act of therapy is you're purposefully digging in to things that are painful and dredging them up and confronting
that you don't want to touch.
That you don't want to. And therapy can be traumatic.
Yeah.
And it often will be. And there's a lot of work there. And I think a lot of folks, it's important to enter therapy knowing that. It's important to enter therapy with a good relationship with your therapist. But it's also good to know that you're going to have to do that work. And sometimes
I think that's what puts people off, though. Just speaking for myself, knowing
also in the States there's a
lot of obstacles.
Reasons.
There's a lot of obstacles, but I mean, just from a baseline of wanting to do it,
right?
I sure don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to. It's I'm in the survival mode of handling it by not dealing with it. But then when you do deal with it, everything can be better.
But I think that's an important part of therapy, is entering therapy when you're ready to have that dialogue, and you're ready to excavate, and you're ready to crack open things that are painful. And that's honestly, I've been in that process, and I've been dealing with some really intense stuff in addition to all of this. And honestly, a lot of the stuff that we saw this weekend brought up some stuff for me. And I've been struggling a lot. And this isn't us being we're going to be talking about other things, but I think it's important to talk about
we're just this is
real life.
This is real life, and
it's hard, and I think we're being confronted with a lot.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's the confrontation of your own, just for me, it was a mortality confrontation in addition to a lot of other things where I was just whoa.
Well, and you've had your own health issues. And you have your history with your own health issues. Yeah. I don't think you've ever really had one with your parents being sick this before.
No, I've always been the sick one.
Yeah, so it was kind of your first experience of,
Yeah.
That power dynamic.
It was definitely I had to confront that.
Yeah.
But the good news with regards to work and self-work stuff is that somehow I did manage to get some stuff done this week. You
entered a state. You entered, you just went super God, super Saiyan.
Yeah, I was just okay, I can't deal with any of this or any of this. I just have to pick one thing and completely bury myself in it. So I managed to get I completely finished from start to finish 2 new patch designs this week.
Oh,
I didn't want to say what they were. I'm bleeping that out.
Crap.
No one knows what they are right now.
They're mysteries, and they're exciting, and you'll be excited about them.
But they're going to be up for pre-order next week, hopefully. And then if you do pre-order it, there's going to be like special bonuses with that. So I'll talk about that more later. But I'm really... Yeah. Just not to toot my own horn, but I am proud that I got that done.
You did.
A lot of other things did not get done this week.
And I think that's important, though, because, like, that's how you don't burn out. So, like,
we did a lot of driving and a lot of traveling.
We did.
That's what the long and short of it is.
And you know what, though? Mm-hmm. We had fun with the traveling and driving.
The traveling was great.
Yeah, we love traveling together.
Yeah.
I don't own a car because we live in Toronto.
Me neither. I guess since we're married.
Yeah.
I guess we both don't.
My love, I don't know how you did it.
Oh my God.
But you've been just rubbing Oreos on those, huh? I am someone who loves to drive.
She's a very good driver. I will say, as someone who gets car sick so easily.
You do get
You're a good driver.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I don't know how to drive.
You'll learn. You'll learn when we buy a car, because we're going to eventually need one when we move out of Toronto.
I don't think I will.
Yeah. You're gonna.
I feel like maybe I won't. I consider myself to be a professional passenger. You're like, I hate this.
You're gonna learn. Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be good.
Hi, baby.
Hey, little girl.
Hi. So what the cool thing about driving is that we get to have an experience we don't normally have, which is we get to play music very loudly
in the car
on a nice sound system.
Music in the car is like the ideal place to listen to music.
Good.
It's so good.
So good.
And we also tend to like have really good conversations.
We do.
While we drive. Like it's very, I don't know.
Even if it's like a 5 or 6 hour car drive like it was this past weekend, it just tends to fly by for us. Like we just have a good time.
We're good traveling buddies.
Good traveling buddies?
Good traveling buddies.
Can I brag about something really nice she did? And she's done this before. But okay, so there's music that I like and there's music that she likes. She does keep some stuff that I like on her iPod. iPhone.
My iPod. My iPod.
Yeah, your iPod
My
Shuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I guess in her own way. And then when we were on the drive, a little bit at the end and on the drive back, she put on Hamilton. Now, she's not super big on Hamilton. So when she puts it on...
Don't at me.
I know it's for me. Of course I like Hamilton. I'm a white woman with a mild interest in musical theater and a big interest in late 90s to early 2000s rap, but that's not the point. The point is
You're
that
the target demo.
Honestly, she doesn't super like it, but she knows I like it. Yeah. So she put it on from beginning to end and sang the songs with me, and that was so nice.
I like singing with you.
But it wasn't, she didn't do like I know you like this, so I'm putting it on for you, and I don't like it wasn't like that. I'm just saying that she just put...
That's a big clown horn on that one.
What's so great about you is that that's like to listen to that soundtrack, it's like 3 hours long.
It's big.
It's not like throwing on the Little Shop of Horrors soundtrack and 45 minutes later Bob's Your Uncle. This is a commitment, and she puts on the whole thing for me and just lets me sing it, and it meant so much to me, and I really like that about you.
Well, I have fun doing that with you. I have fun.
I have fun.
Well, I have fun. It's just part of having fun.
Can I give you a tip if you're traveling? This is a sincere tip. I'm just sitting, you can tell where I'm at with my life right now.
You're just peeling your nails off.
I'm just sitting here picking my nail polish off, which is not like me at all. Mm-hmm. Something's got to give with these. This is where I'm at.
You're like beautifully polished.
I'm just saying you can tell where I'm at with life.
Because you don't have a manicure.
Because I don't have a manicure right now. And that's...
What a Liza Minnelli thing to say.
Well, I'm just saying that's the sign.
So my travel for Liza.
Why was that your first?
I don't know.
You sure are Goldie Hawn in First Wives Club.
She's the ultimate diva.
Honestly. But my traveling tip for you is that if you have the option... Bring your own pillow from home.
Oh, yeah.
Bring your own pillow from home.
Bring your own pillow. And it's called a pillow, so don't bring a pillow. Bring a pillow.
So funny. It doesn't matter how I pronounce it. You know that I mean pillow. And it's just such a comfort. There's nothing wrong with, of course, having a pillow from someone else when you're sleeping at their house or anything. But having your own house smell when you're sleeping, especially if it is a stressful traveling time... Yeah. Just the very best. I love it.
It can trick you into thinking you're in your own bed.
And it helps you sleep. Even in a hotel, if I have the option,
I'll bring my own pillows.
Bring your own pillow.
Especially, that's the beautiful.
That's a beautiful thing.
The beautiful thing about driving is like you have the space.
Whatever you
It's
want.
hard sometimes when you're on a train.
Or flying.
Yeah, on flying you can almost finagle it a little bit more because like you could jam it into a
I can't.
carry-on.
I never have room when I'm flying.
That's fair. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I'm an overpacker.
You are, you bring a lot.
I have to have possibilities because I don't know how I'm going to feel when I wake up.
You're the cartoon where there's like the prissy girl, quote unquote, and she has like a hat box and then like,
Just Dennis Quaid's fiance in The Parent Trap.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's the best.
I love her.
Honestly, she should have just gotten the money.
Dawn, be good.
Dawn, don't. That's
Good,
right.
you
You put that ticket right
girl.
down there. Seasonal comfort food.
What kind of food comforts you?
I am like, okay. So this is really also very illustrative of where I am.
In life?
In life.
Sure.
And everything.
Okay.
You gotta go for a soft pretzel.
You love a soft pretzel.
Soft pretzel is like the ultimate fall goodness.
Super big old chunks of salt. You like that?
Very big sea salt. You get like some good dank mustard that hurts your sinus.
Right.
Very good. You pair it with a stout. Excellent.
What kind of stout would you recommend? For those of age.
For those of age, you start real easy. Real accessible Guinness is going to be a very accessible starter.
Okay.
You just do that. You get it real cheap. You get some good pretzel. You eat it for breakfast. You eat it for lunch. You eat it for dinner. It actually is a good breakfast. And that is the butch brunch.
Aw, butch brunch.
Yeah,
That's so
it's
cute.
very good. It's very good because Guinness is just like a big old. It's just lots of bread. You're drinking bread. You're eating bread.
I don't like either of those foods.
That's fine. You're not a butch, and that's why.
You know what I love for comfort food? Big hot bowl of ramen.
Yeah, ramen's
There's
very
something
good.
just
This is ramen
it does this
season.
to my heart.
Yeah.
I'm like, there it is. That's my therapy.
I'm that way with tofu soup, with spicy tofu soup.
Tofu, yeah. With
That's
dumplings.
so good. Mm.
You like a bunch of bok choy in there too.
Oh, I love bok choy. You're not big on bok choy, but I love bok choy.
I don't like it at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just too big.
It's just too healthy and good for you.
I like health.
Mm-hmm.
You keep looking at my teeth.
Because I was trying to figure out if something was going on, and you're good. I'm just on teeth watch. I'm on tooth watch.
Tooth watch 2018.
Oh, now you've got something hanging from your lip.
Oh my god.
I wanted to talk about foods we like that aren't like super typical. Like, I love mashed potatoes and pecan pie. And
Are you thinking about that because it's Thanksgiving for Canadians this weekend? Is that why it's kind of...
I think so. It's percolating. Another seasonal food.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. I'm very happy because I've not had it in a little bit. Count Chocula.
Oh, Count Chocula.
Count Chocula?
Very good. I didn't think that they had them in Canada because we were trying to find you Count Chocula last year.
Couldn't.
But we found them this year, so we bought 2 boxes.
Count Chocula finally got their
Your number,
passport
and they
renewed.
were like, hello.
I'm just like the great pumpkin, and I've got to give you a present.
It's just scary. No. No. Oh.
So Dawn had a little pukey.
You know, you're really getting a snapshot of our lives at this point.
Yeah, honestly, and I think Dawn was doing a good job illustrating where we are.
And she came right back in here with us. She's like, I'm going to puke out there.
Yeah.
And we're all going to come
But
back
you know
in.
what? It's nice and clean now, and she's happy, and she feels very taken care of, and she's cool.
I love you, baby.
We love you, you little pukey.
Magoo.
You pukey Magoo, yeah. So, people were wondering if we were going to post the full star charts.
Oh, from last week.
And
where
they
we
did
talked
get
about
posted.
the astrology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those have been posted. So I'm going to do some cool YouTube stuff.
Okay.
You can watch last week's, you can watch.
What are you doing?
I was going to be like, watch last week's video by clicking here. Check out our charts by clicking.
You can't do an outside link in a video. It's in the description.
It's down here. In this, yeah, there it is. Whoa. We finished Hilda also.
We finished Hilda.
We don't want to talk too much about that because we already did. But it's good. Watch Hilda.
It got better and better. 100% recommend.
Hilda's very good.
Follow through.
A++, 3 gold stars. Watch Hilda.
Yep.
But yeah.
A glowing review.
Glowing reviews come in for Hilda.
Yep.
Yes, very good. Love it. Hilda's good.
Yep.
We also wanted to talk a little bit about like the types of questions because we're getting lots of.
We're getting lots of questions at the email. That's the email. We're getting a lot of questions. Here's what kind of questions we're looking for. You can ask what? What?
I don't know. It was how you said it.
And you can call this number with your parents' permission. I'm never wearing this again.
It's probably here. It's. Can you just open your mouth like you're a person? No. You're wearing like.
I just wanted to have a nice look today.
You're playing hard mode right now. Like you're really like you're in there. You're doing great, and I love you. But tell the viewers like you what kinds of questions are more likely to get picked out of the bucket.
You can write a question that's about us, like wanting to know something about us. You can write a question where you need advice about something. It can be silly, it can be serious. Our only requirement is you need to kind of keep it succinct and to the point. Don't write a whole paragraph because we want to be able to read it and answer it in the video.
And then she's going like, bop, 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 bop,
oh, hi, Reba.
bop, bop. And then like, ooh, editing magic.
Editing.
Thanks, Reba.
Thanks, Reba.
Thanks for taking time out of your busy day. All right.
You read the last one. Can I read this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Hiya. My name's Ira. And then they also put a pronunciation, which I like. So helpful.
Also, you didn't emphasize the ra.
Ira, because that's in caps.
Yeah.
Ira. My fiance and I are getting married in November.
Congratulations.
Would you happen to have any marriage tips/advice? I know each relationship is different, but what works for y'all? And then this is great. They put #FutureWives2, and then there's a little emoji. B, FutureWives2, B, cute. Much love from Texas, Ira.
Ira's a beautiful name.
That is really lovely.
Yeah.
So, do you have any marriage tips or advice?
Yeah, actually I do, and it's you're gonna laugh.
Here, come closer.
You're gonna laugh, folks at home. It honestly, it is like, it's don't go to bed angry. And the reason, and this is a good piece of advice, not just for marriage, but for any romantic or platonic relationship, is that when there is conflict, as there should be, like if there's no conflict in your relationship,
fight more.
You probably need to have...
Kidding.
No, but like, I mean, conflict is healthy. There is definitely unhealthy conflict.
For sure.
But... when you do have conflict, it's really important, I think, to make understanding and making both parties feel heard a priority. And I think sometimes that doesn't mean that you can take a step away. Sometimes you just need to take a step away and have a breath.
Sometimes I'm just like, look,
we need to be in
I need to be away
right
from you for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
To just be quiet by myself.
Absolutely.
So I can defluster myself, so I can think about what I want to say.
It's kind of
and
like...
then come right back.
Clearing your mind so that you can have that. And I think that's kind of like... That's been crucial, and just in terms of like communication skills, but like just making sure that you are prioritizing. And it's not about... Also, this is another thing. When you're having confrontation, don't treat it like you're a lawyer defending your case, because it's not about... There's no winners. If you approach conflicts like there's winners, that's another problem.
Yeah.
But like it's really about prioritizing that all parties are heard, and also then, if applicable, creating a plan to help identify behaviors to, so that both parties or one party or whatever have you can do better in the future.
But don't go to bed angry. That's what you're saying.
But don't go to bed without doing that, because it festers, and what happens if it doesn't fester, you forget about it, but you don't.
It actually comes up later.
You thought you forgot about it, and then it just cooks like a casserole in the back of your soul.
Pot.
It's this horrible like resentment, anger casserole.
Like, and then, I went to bed feeling alone, and you didn't fix that. That's what your brain holds on to.
Exactly.
Not the actual fight. It holds on to, you let me fall asleep,
and then it comes up
alone.
During another conflict later. And that's when it just pops out. It's like, ding, I'm ready. And then it's like, whoa!
Where did that come from? That's not what's happening here. And you're like, but it is. Yeah. And here's why.
Exactly. Because it was never resolved. So, super cliche, but like... And again, not just... I think the thing about, like, with marriage advice, I think marriage advice... It's just relationship advice.
Yeah, it's just relationship advice.
Apply that to all of your relationships. Don't ever, and again, like going to bed angry just means don't be in a position where you or the person you're in a relationship with has to hold on to something that feels like wasn't resolved.
Yeah. That's good.
So yeah, that's my piece of advice. And honestly, good luck. I mean, that's a weird thing to say. No. Okay. So I'm saying that Because relationships are a lot of work.
Yeah, I know.
It's not a bad
just
thing.
The way you said, and honestly, good luck.
No. All right.
I liked it. It's good.
Relationships are hard work. Love is hard work. And that, like, I think a lot of time, and that sounds...
Not hard work to love each other.
No.
Loving each other is what comes so easily.
Yes.
What's hard is actually working on your own stuff so that you can...
Protect your love.
And
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
it's
not
like,
that the loving is the easiest part, but loving healthy and fighting healthy...
Is work. And I think, and that's what I'm saying, like, you know, honestly, that it's something that also applies to all relationships. So, like, best of luck. I know you're going to be fantastic, and just keep those things in mind, and you're going to be cool beans. You're going to be real good.
My advice is, and this is something that learning it in this relationship has benefited. No.
Okay, all right.
Has benefited the other relationships in my life, because it's a little bit about me. It's more about me than about
go for it. Lay it on the table.
Learning to say you're sorry when you don't think you did anything wrong is an important skill. Because I think, at least in the beginning of our relationship, I used to get caught up in, like, I can say I'm sorry very easily if I think I've done something wrong. But it's hard when you're in a conflict where the other person is trying to convince you're trying to convince you that you're wrong, and you're like, yeah, look, if I thought I did something wrong, you'd be the first to know, and I'd be apologizing to you. Because, again, I had no problem apologizing for things I felt I did wrong. But it's learning to say you're sorry when you actually don't think that you did anything wrong.
Because that kind of goes into what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's a matter of, like, if you've hurt someone, it doesn't matter what your intentions were. It's about, like, identifying. And then maybe it's like, well, I didn't think I did anything wrong, but, like, I really hurt someone. Yeah. So it's important to apologize and not like, I'm sorry I made you feel this way.
Yeah,
it's like,
but it's hard, at least for me, it was hard in the beginning because I feel like in some conflicts we had, you had to convince me that your feelings
were valid.
What happens is, I should have said, I'm sorry first, and then sorted it out. But what happened in the beginning especially was that you had to be like, I was like, but I didn't mean to do anything. Like, I think this is reasonable. Everybody else that I do this to doesn't have a problem, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, just say you're sorry first and then sort out how it happened after. I had to learn that I was sorry and then I'd apologize. But again, my biggest tip is learn to say you're sorry when you don't think you've done anything wrong.
It's true, because then it helps you have dialogue where you can... Like, and it still doesn't mean that, like, you're a bad person.
No,
it's just, like...
Not at all.
You're not going to hear the other party if you're starting it off with, well... I didn't do anything wrong,
so what are you even upset about?
Exactly.
And that's not to say you should apologize for everything. No.
No.
All this is, like, in the context of a interpersonal... conflict.
Yeah.
And it's not like, I'm sorry you feel that way. It's like, I'm sorry I hurt you, period. And then figure it out after. Yeah. That's my advice. Because that was something I had to work on
and
myself.
all of these things, like, relationship advice is really tough because, like, everything has extenuating circumstances. If you ever feel like you're in a situation where something is unhealthy and that, like, these things don't apply, or people trying to take advantage of stuff like this, always follow your gut. But, like...
That's just for myself.
No, absolutely.
That was something that I had/have even now to work on a lot.
You mentioned that something that, like, has improved other relationships
I feel like it has. Because I think in the past, again, I would easily say sorry if I felt I did something wrong. Easily. But, like... Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think that's also... And this is something where both you and I came into this relationship where conflicts meant something different to each one of us. And I think for you didn't have conflicts.
No.
You know, like, if a conflict happened... It was something that was really super serious. And it was one of those things where, like, I think for you, and I know I do this too, but, like, I think you were cooking a lot of anger casseroles from other situations.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But I think, like, and Lord knows, like, I had that same stuff, and it's really about, like, it's unpacking that and, like, being like, okay, well, how have my past relationships goofed me up and also taught me stuff? Also, how have my relationships with my parents goofed me up and taught me stuff?
The answer is a lot.
Yeah.
For everybody.
The answer is even the healthiest relationships in your life, even the healthiest ones, are going to impact how you interact with things in other relationships, both positive and negative, because every relationship is different. And it's important to really think about that and excavate that. Excavate.
You keep saying S. You said that twice in this video, and the first time I didn't say anything because I love you so much. But then now I feel like the viewer at home...
Does she not know how to say it?
They're going to like comment, like, does she not know how to say it?
I do.
Excavate.
But apparently not. Excavate.
Excavate.
Even that time, though, like, it came out of my mouth, and I'm just like, what was that? What happened there?
What happened?
Yeah.
What's happened?
What's happened?
Yep.
But yeah, relationships are hard work. Conflict is hard. Conflict is necessary. Conflict can be really healthy and can lead to personal growth if done in a healthy, trusting environment.
How do you fight beautifully? That's the question. Let's try. Do you want to try? Let's fight right now.
Done.
Well, how do we end this video on a positive note?
Yeah, we talked a lot about a lot of heavy stuff.
It was very serious.
It's a heavy week, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Heavy's not bad sometimes.
Well, it is for me because I don't like to address...
It's not your brand.
My emotional vulnerabilities, so let's never touch that again.
We will, because it's good.
Nope. Bye!
Have a really good week.
Yeah.
We'll have the next one up probably on Friday. I also wanted to say, I know this has been, like, coincidentally a heavier episode. There's a lot of heavy stuff going on in the world right now. That's all I'm going to just say. But, like, I know that that's a lot at once, and I want you to know that,
you can say as much as you want. That was just my genuine reaction
to the world.
About the world right now.
But I guess, I think sometimes our natural reaction is to, when things are heavy, to stray away from heavy things. And I think sometimes confronting them is really important. And we're definitely, like...
In a balanced way.
Yeah, in a balanced, healthy way. But I think, like, again, this is not going to be the tone of every episode, this is the third one. So
you don't know. It's fine.
I mean, maybe they could all be, but who knows?
It could actually get darker and darker as
it could get really dour.
That this is just like a weird therapy session we have with you. You write in your gripes, we gripe them back.
But I guess
gripes.
All I wanted to say is things are not easy right now, and that I know you can do it if you're struggling right now. Like I genuinely mean that, because I think everyone has the capability to do that, and I believe in you. Like, I genuinely do, because things are not good right now, and that's okay. And keeping on, keep showing up.
Keep showing up.
Keep showing up.
I like that.
That is the piece of advice that a coworker once gave me.
I like that very much.
It's very good. Just keep showing up.
Keep showing up. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye. Your hair looks nice today.
Thank you. You wanna chew? You want a little suckle? There you go.
You want to chew?
You want to chew?
You want a little chew?